Hello, fellow miners, and welcome to another episode from Spice Mines Gaming. Today, I'm going to try to start a new series, and I'm going to do things a little bit different in this series. For one, I'm going to use the latest snapshot, and two, I'm going to try to release this particular series once a week on a regular schedule. And also, I would like to release it as a premiere on YouTube. It kind of gives you like the live video feel, but yet I don't quite have the bandwidth to do a live video. I don't think. I'm going to have to look into that. That would be really cool to be able to do live recordings. But for right now, if I can't do that, then premiere's the way to go for me. And I would like to do that, do a regular weekly premiere with this particular series. And I'm going to do a normal survival series, and I'm going to try to limit myself to 1 hour sessions to play the game for 1 hour, and I'm going to challenge myself here to do this with as few edits as possible, and if at all possible, unedited completely. So anytime I bumble and jumble my words, you'll hear it, I guess. I don't know, we'll figure that out. And if I have any awkward moments, I might have to edit some of those out because, you know, sometimes my brain works differently than my mouth, and what my brain thinks and what my mouth does are different. So you'll get that. You maybe not. We'll see. But anyhow, here we are on the latest Minecraft snapshot of 1.14, the 19W03C snapshot. And there's some neat features here coming into Minecraft. And that's another reason why I want to use these latest snapshots. Like, for instance, the compost bin. I never would have thought to that. There are so many things that I throw in lava that I could throw in a compost bin and turn it into bone meal. Again, it's not a really efficient output, but still I'm using something that I normally would throw away. And so that's one thing I would like to try to do. This is not going to be a, let's see what the latest snapshots got. It's not going to be a feature presentation or anything like that. So if I come to a 1.14 specific feature, and I'll experience it, and then we'll go through it. You'll see me experience it as you're watching here. Otherwise, I'm not going to go out of my way to show off 1.14 or the latest snapshot features. It'll just kind of come as they come, or I'll go over them as they come. And so here we are with the on the main menu screen here. I have not created the world yet that I'm going to use, so you're seeing it for the first time here as I'm playing it. And I oftentimes like to watch these little messages that pop up here. Like this one is, say, cogito ergo sum, which I know what that means, but before I knew what that meant, I didn't look it up. And my basic understanding of Latin, I have studied Latin, I knew that cogitera is to think. So cogito is some kind of thinking, and then didn't recognize ergo at first, and then sum I know is I am. So I thought, wait a minute, I think, therefore I am, and that's what that means. It's a quote from the I think he's a French philosopher, René Descartes. So pretty cool, huh? Okay, so let's get started here. Single player, and these are worlds that I've already created. And so I'm just going to create a new world, and what do I want to name this new world? So that's the tricky part here. I always get stuck here. I always want to make like this really like just bam awesome name, but yeah, I'm not really all that great at it. So let's call it Uncut Survival. How about that? Uncut Survival. Terrible name. We'll leave it in game mode survival, and let's look at these more world options. And generate structures. I do want on default. Allow cheats off. Yeah, no, I'll go ahead and leave the cheats off. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and leave the cheats off. Because I really don't think I need any. I can't see any reason why I would need them on. And they're not necessarily cheats. You can do like console commands, like you can determine what time of the day or how long you've been playing the world and whatnot. Not necessarily a cheat, but a command that, you know, is part of the cheats package here. Bonus chest. Should I do that? I don't do that very often. I think I've only done that like once or twice. And sometimes you can get some kind of interesting things in there. And besides, most of the stuff you will either have used before they even matter in the world, or some of the stuff you don't even use at all. So, you know what? Let's just give it a shot. Let's see what happens. I mean, I'm not going to get a mending book in it, so it's really not going to be that big of a deal. Okay, so done. Okay, everything looks pretty good. And, you know, this may end up, if this ends up being to where I don't do any video editing, I don't cut anything out, this, you know, Uncut Survival is maybe a decent name for the series. Who knows? We'll see. All right. So the first time we're seeing this world, I haven't created other worlds and thought, oh, I don't like this world or whatever. But, you know, in my experience with 1.14, I'll kind of backpedal here. My experience with 1.14 is very minimal. I think I've spent probably all of 2 hours, maybe a little bit more of time in 1.14. And it was not trying to discover the features. It was just kind of create a world, run around a little bit, just kind of see what's going on. I ran into a village and some quirky things happened there, but no big deal. And so, yeah, I have not spent a lot of dedicated time in 1.14 in these snapshots. So this is going to be the first time I'm going to sit down and actually play through in a 1.14 latest snapshot world. So here we go. We're going to create the world, and I'm going to try whatever biome I spawn in. That's where I want to build. That's where I want to start this series. And that's going to let me determine and start thinking ahead what kind of a house I want to build, what kind of farming and food source and all that stuff, which is what I want to do with this. And this, I don't know what to think about this little animation here. This is interesting, if not odd and bizarre. I mean, it kind of gives you some kind of visual thing to look at rather than watching a bunch of numbers change on the screen like the percentage you see above the box. But, well, I mean, it's something. It's kind of neat to watch, but I could think of something better. Like maybe the square could be like a diamond block, or like all the blocks flipping through on like a slideshow presentation kind of thing. Who knows? Whatever. It's not my decision. Okay, so here we are. And there's my bonus chest. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I already forgot that I turned that on. Okay, we are by an ocean. We're in a forest. Okay, there's a cow nearby. Okay, we've got a lot of ocean around here. What's this? Okay, I already see coal, so we have some resources at hand. Don't tell me I'm stranded on an island. That would be... No, I mean, I can work with it. Yeah, I'm stranded on an island, it looks like. Surrounded completely by ocean. And I have a cave. That's just... I don't like this, but, you know, I'll work with it. Well, this is kind of cool, little tunnel. Okay, I mean, it's doable. It's workable here. Okay. There's a little cutout there. All right, let's just kind of look around here. There's my chest. Let's go check out what's in that chest. Apples, wood, sticks, and a wooden pickaxe and a wooden axe. That's pretty standard for what you get in these. I've had jungle saplings, beetroot seeds, melon seeds, pumpkin seeds, wheat and bread. Let me think, what else have I seen in these before? Sometimes stone tools, but nothing extravagant. Because it looks like there might be something else over that way. I don't have a really far render distance on this computer. I'm only running a Core i5. I mean, it's a decent computer for from what I bought it for, and it can run Minecraft pretty well. But you know, the render distance, I have to cut that back a little bit when I record. Now, when I play, that cave goes pretty deep. There's some more coal. When I play by myself and I'm not recording, which I don't do very often, but you know, sometimes I like to start up a world and do some off-camera work with it. I can increase the render distance a bit. As you can see, it's kind of, you can see where it kind of stopped rendering right there. I could turn up the render distance a little bit, and my computer can handle it. But the recording software takes a lot of memory and processing power. Like right now, I'm looking at it. My processor is operating at like over 75%, so it's actually working. But okay, enough jibber jabber about that sort of stuff. We need to start a spot. We need to decide, do I want to stay on this island or do I want to try to venture off? I mean, there's not a whole lot going on here. So what I might do is try to gather enough stuff in my inventory to build a boat and maybe venture off and go see what we got here. Oh, look at that. I see a mushroom over there. Let me walk over there and see if I can get that to spawn. It's either going to be a mushroom island or it's a mushroom island. That's kind of cool. So it could be a covered forest, but that is a mushroom island. I might go check that out. If it's another little tiny island like this, I probably won't inhabit it, but yeah, I might go check that out. I could swim over there, but that's just going to take too much time right now. I'll just wait till I build a boat. Because yeah, it looks like I'll just gather a bunch of wood and some other resources around here. Like I'll pick up some of that coal, I'll get a bunch of stone, and then we might just set sail and go find something else. We'll take to the seas and maybe find a really cool place. Now, I know whenever I was starting this, I said I was going to try to stay where I spawned, but it doesn't give me a lot to work with. Some of the things I like to do when I first start a world is I like to look to see in my immediate vicinity, are there any existing structures, especially villages? Because villages are a really great resource for things. They are existing structures, so you don't have to build a house. You can take over a house and put a bed in there and put some stuff in there, and you can basically just take over and live there. That's something I like to do, and then you fence in the village and protect it from the big bad guys. But whenever I played for the PS3, I actually spawned within like 50 blocks of a woodland mansion, and so I just decided to go ahead and inhabit that mansion. So that was kind of neat. And so that's what I mean by try to look for existing structures that I can inhabit. Another thing would be like a jungle temple. That's a simple structure that could easily be lit up with torches, and it's ready to go to build in. Of course, you got to clear out the traps and whatnot. Okay, let's look and see if anything. And another neat feature of 1.14 is these leaf blocks, whenever they decay, they not only drop saplings, but they can also drop sticks, which is pretty cool. I really like that. That makes sense. Because, I live on property of like 5 acres, 5.5 acres, and whenever I have a tree that decays, it drops sticks. So it makes sense that trees in Minecraft would drop sticks. And I do need to keep an eye on the time, so I might have to set up a little wall somewhere and just kind of wall myself in for the night or something. This isn't a big island, and also if I go to that mushroom island, monsters, I'm pretty sure monsters do not spawn on mushroom islands like that. So that might be a good place of refuge, and I can come back here while I build up resources. So it's definitely something to consider here. Especially given my limited land mass here. I mean, it's pretty cool to have my own private island here, but I mean, I'd expect something a little bit bigger. Okay, and I do have food in apples. They're not a great food source, but they work. Let me break some of this grass here and see if I can come up with, some seeds. The seeds will definitely get me access to wheat, which will get me access to bread. A very easy and good food source. Take out some more of these trees. I'm doing pretty good on wood here. I might go ahead and let's do a crafting bench really quick. Get that out of the way. I'll use the planks I got from my bonus chest and... Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Okay, okay. Hang on, let me get control of my clicking here. I need this, that, then this. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. I want that. There, give me another chest. So I have 2 chests. That's pretty good for starting out and having access to a place to store stuff. But right now, I'm collecting stuff. Let me get this at the ready. Where's the sun? Right there. Okay. We're doing okay. Now, I am going to need coal. I hear a skeleton, so I don't want to venture too far down into this cave here. The last thing I need is a creeper coming around going, what's all that knocking doing up here? And exploding. So after I get this coal, I am going to work on getting cobblestone so I can get a furnace and some stone tools and weapons. A stone pickaxe is going to be a little bit quicker than this. But might as well use this wooden axe while I have it. I could always burn it. But I'll just use it. It'll be alright. Alright, almost done with this coal. And I remember seeing some more elsewhere, and I'll go get that later. Okay, let's get some of this stone here. Hey, you got the Stone Age achievement. Cool. See, to make a furnace, I need 8. Okay, zombies are coming up. I might have to... Okay, how far does this go? I have 1 torch. Do I want to use it here? Or do I want to try to... Okay. I do need to consider this here because it's going to be dark soon. Let's find a good spot here where I can dig up some dirt. Hey, there's some sticks. I will gladly take those. Yeah, let's take up some dirt here. If anything, I can use this dirt over on the Mushroom Island and make a wheat farm. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and get... So that should be 12. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I get 24. 21. Well, there. Okay, good enough. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's get into a boat here and run over to that Mushroom Island. It may be bigger than what I can see, and that'd be pretty cool. Okay, I need some planks. And then where is the... Oh, I gotta... Okay, here we go. Where's the boat? Am I just missing it? I can make a campfire. I forgot you got campfires here. Maybe I... What happened to the boat? Isn't it like this? Yeah, weird. Okay. Let's take this up. Maybe I was just missing it, but yeah. Well, we'll see. Okay, let's hop in here and row this way. Ah, it's a little bigger than I thought. That's cool. So yeah, while you're watching this video, if you're able to watch the premiere, by all means, let's engage in some chat here. Oh, this is a big Mushroom Island. I've got mushrooms here. That'll be very handy. I have never inhabited a Mushroom Island. This could be kind of interesting. This is going to be a good place to seek refuge. Especially if monsters do not spawn on this thing. And this is big. So I have lots of room to build here. Oh, it goes even this way. Wow. There's a light source over there. It's gotta be lava. Okay. Okay, my computer's rendering. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this is a nice place. Okay, I think I want to build something here. I've never built in one of these biomes before. I've got easy access to water. There's that little island over there I can scour for resources. I can mine around here. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. We've got cows, so I can grow some wheat and feed these guys. All right, do these particular cows eat wheat? They should. If not, I'll find out. Okay, cool. We found, I think, our homeland. But anyhow, as I was saying, if you have a chance to watch the premiere, I should be present there. I don't see why I wouldn't. And I'll be in the chat room or chat section, and open to questions, comments, feedback, or whatever you want to talk about, I guess. Just keep it clean because this is a family-friendly channel. And yeah, give me your tips, give me your suggestions. Lava pit, cool. So we could throw water on top of that if needed, and get some obsidian out of that. If not, I'll definitely mine and get obsidian that way. But yeah, okay, this is really cool. And there's kelp around here. That's another good resource for burning. I think I see more kelp over there. Yeah, I can make a kelp farm out here or anywhere, actually. I've probably got more than enough to sustain me. I can make a kelp farm, so that's good for burning, making kelp blocks. You put it in the furnace, the kelp, and then it turns into dried kelp. You bundle it up into kelp blocks, and you burn those kelp blocks. And you can burn a lot of stuff with a kelp block. It's like 20 items versus 8 for coal, for a piece of coal or charcoal. Yeah, this is a good... okay, I'm excited already. Let's see, we've got some gravel. Okay, they've changed the textures, so I'm kind of seeing some of these textures, maybe not necessarily for the first time, but maybe the second time, and I didn't recognize the gravel at first, but whenever I punched it, I knew exactly what I was hitting. Okay. Now, I gotta think, where do I want to put a house? And I've already forgotten where that island was. So, yeah. But we have lots of these cows. That's going to be a good source of food and leather. Cool. Okay. Where was that island? There's something over there. It looks like maybe just a tiny little patch. Ooh, what's that? I see more light down here. It's probably one of those ruins where you find the drown. Yeah, that's what that looks like. Do drowns spawn on these mushroom or near these mushroom islands? I don't know. I gotta make sure I don't drown here. Yeah, there's probably there might be treasure buried around this. So that might be something for a later exploration, but that's cool to have that little light source. I might, if I get a Silk Touch tool, I'll definitely be taking that sea lantern. Or I could leave it. I think that island was off of this, because I remember that short red mushroom. Of course, there's lots of short red mushrooms, so it could be any one of these. And then I've got to figure out if I can incorporate these mushrooms into a build. That might be kind of neat. Yeah, that island's right over there. Okay, cool. That would be really neat to incorporate these into a build of some kind. I'll have to think about that. What do you guys think? Is there something we could use these mushrooms for in a build? If not, I mean, they make good little land decorations, so I could always leave them as they are. Suspicious stews. I've never used one or made one of those, so there's plenty of mushrooms around here, and they will easily grow. I can make a mushroom farm here. And I think on this particular material, they can grow wildly, like right over there. Like most of the time when you make a mushroom farm, if you use dirt or podzol or anything like that, I think it's dirt and podzol, if you have one particular mushroom, it won't grow either near as fast, or it won't grow if there's another mushroom of the same kind within 5 blocks of it or something like that. I once tried to do a mushroom farm, and I was kind of reading up on it, but I don't remember the details exactly. But if I'm not mistaken, on this material, they will grow just like that. So we could have a field of mushrooms and make suspicious stews. All right, where's the moon? Okay, the moon is descending, so then the sun will be ascending over there. So, yeah, okay. Okay, while we're waiting for that, let's start looking around here and see if there's a good spot to put a house. I mean, right up here on top of this hill, you know, if you've watched my videos, you see that I don't normally build large houses. I like a small, efficient house. Personally, in real life, I live in a small house. It's efficient. I can clean the whole thing in 30 minutes. And everything is within just a few steps. I really like it. That's just me. Some people like a bigger house, and that's okay. But I prefer a small, efficient house. And on top of that, it always reminds me of the children's TV show Curious George. My son absolutely loves Curious George. And I will freely admit that I enjoy the show myself. It's a good show. And but anyhow, there was a quote by one of the characters. His name is Bill. He lives out in the country, and he's kind of a little, a subtle know-it-all, but in a good way. Well, he said, there was an episode where he and George were building an igloo, and Bill said, a small igloo is a warm igloo. And, you know, there's a life philosophy to be had in that statement right there. A smaller house is easier to heat. Therefore, it's going to be warmer faster and stay warmer. And that's true. This house is easy to heat, and it's actually kind of cheap to heat too. But that has absolutely nothing to do with Minecraft, and you don't have to heat your house in Minecraft. But anyhow, a small house, a small igloo is a warm igloo. In Minecraft, that would be a small igloo is an efficient igloo, meaning you can craft, you can smelt and put stuff in your furnace, you can store all of that in a quick, easy fashion, jump in the bed, and just get your stuff done really quickly in a very small area. That's just how I like to build. I've seen some people make some incredibly impressive, very large builds that they themselves can make efficient for themselves. And, you know, by all means, there's nothing wrong with a big build. Just because I prefer a smaller one, I'm not like hating on people who make big buildings or judging, but yeah, I like small builds. Okay, let's get some of this for red dye. You never know when you're going to need red dye. Okay, we need more wood. Need some more materials. I'll gather some more coal. We need seeds. There's some more seeds because I want to make a wheat patch. And we're going to start rounding up some of those cows over there. Okay, this grass is severely lacking in the seed department here. All right, come on. Get me some seeds. If not, I've got 3. I can plant that, and I can work with that. It'll just take a little longer. But, you know, it's no big deal. Okay, man. Unforgiving. You know, it's the moment when I don't need or don't want seeds that every piece of grass I walk on throws seeds at me, it seems. Okay, I can't jump up there. That's just how Minecraft works. When you don't want something or you're not looking for it, it is in overabundance. But the instant you want it, it is nowhere to be seen. It's kind of like saddles. You know, the first time I was looking for a saddle, it took me forever to find a saddle. I looked everywhere. I couldn't find a desert temple. I couldn't find a jungle temple. I couldn't find a dungeon with a saddle. I just could not do it. So I just went fishing. And I spent too much time fishing, to be honest. And so I eventually got a saddle. And it was a monumentous occasion. There was much rejoicing. And all of a sudden there was a great deluge of saddles. It was just like every time I cast in that fishing rod, saddle. Cast in the fishing rod, saddle. Cast in the fishing rod, saddle. And it was just like, come on, I've got a saddle. I don't need another saddle. I want other things like enchanted books. But yeah, it's just somehow... This game is totally random, but sometimes it just seems like it works against you. Okay, let me spend a little time in some not so exciting times and things of gathering some stone here. Because I'd like to use a little bit of stone in the build. I'm thinking mainly wood and stone for the build, given the resources that I've got. There's some kind of cave going on around here that there goes that. So I need to craft some stone tools. Easy peasy. Let me grab that. And I'm definitely going to have to do something about food soon. I might just go ahead and eat some of these apples here in just a moment. Okay, let's go ahead and make a pickaxe out of stone. I don't need that right now. While I'm here and thinking about it, let's go ahead and make the furnace. And we're going to need a hoe for the wheat. Do I want to use... I might go ahead and use stone, make a stone hoe, and let's make a stone sword. Just in case I run into some dubious ruffian here. Let's eat an apple to bring that up. Let's go ahead and I'll just use the axe. That's a little quicker than punching. Although a wooden axe is not much quicker than punching, it is. Okay. Let's go. There was some coal over here. Let me go find. Where is that cow? I hear a cow, but I've not seen it. This is odd. It's over here somewhere. If I'm going by the orientation of the sound in my headphones, it's down here. This is strange. I don't see the cow that I'm clearly hearing. Oh well, just the invisible cow. All right, coal. Yes, coal. Stay on track. Don't let an invisible cow distract you here. Okay. I was certain I saw some more coal over here. I'd like to grab that before I head back and get ready to plan a build here. Now, I would like in this series to try to keep up a good pace. Oh, yeah, it was underwater. I'd like to keep up a really good pace here and try to keep things moving. Though I will admit there will be times like this where it's not going to be as exciting because, I'm just trying to gather resources. And resource gathering is, it's a very important part of the game of Minecraft, but I admit it's not... Whoa, frame rate is... Yeah, okay, it's my recording software, so I'm going to have to... Hopefully by the next time I do this, I will certainly have this all sorted out. As long as I stay above the water here, I should be able to break this. But anyhow, gathering resources is not always the most exciting thing in Minecraft, so, I will try to keep that... if I'm going to do uncut, let's be frank, we're going to have to see some resource gathering. But, I'll try to keep it going as fast as I can, try to be as efficient with it as possible, just to be respectful of your time and, try to make this entertaining and likable. But, so just kind of a question to you as a viewer, what's your favorite thing to do in Minecraft? Do you like to mine? Do you like to adventure? Do you like just farming? What do you like to do in Minecraft? For me, what do I like to do in Minecraft? I like building. I really do. I like building. It's an opportunity to be creative, and yet, building is kind of like the thing that's uniquely you. So I like building and doing cool things with blocks and trying to use blocks in ways that may not be conventional. They call those block hacks, but that's I like to call it unconventional. or not according to convention. Okay, I got 20 seeds. I think that's good. 24 would be perfect because then I can do a 5x5. Let's see, a 5x5 square with a water source in the middle. But since I'm on a coastal area, I probably don't need to worry about the water source so much. Okay, let's get some more wood. But, you know, some people like to do redstone, and redstone is something that I would really like to experiment with. I've done some redstone, but not a whole lot. It is very interesting to me. I really like the idea. See, I have an electronics and an IT background. I went to college for information technology, and my degree was engineering technology with a computer emphasis. So it's basically a technology major with a computer science minor. And so I've done programming. I still do programming as a hobby. I like it. I really like the programming language Python, and I like JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. But so redstone is interesting because it uses a lot of the same concepts as electrical current and binary logic. And so it's fascinating to me, and I've never done any overly complex redstone without an active tutorial, like step-by-step guide. So, you know, I would like to incorporate some interesting redstone in my builds that I do here on this series. I would like to do some automation, because that's always fun, to just be able to stand still in a spot, and then next thing you know, whatever task you want to complete is done. I really like automation in Minecraft, and I like that that option is available for open creativity. And that's just another great thing about Minecraft, is the creativity aspect. So do let me know what you like to do in Minecraft. I'd be very interested to hear what you as a viewer like to watch and what you like to do. Okay, any more resources that I need to gather? Now where's the sun? Okay, the sun is going down. Okay, I've got over a stack of wood logs here. Okay, I'm doing pretty good on wood. I might focus this episode purely on gathering some resources. I do need more stone. How much stone do I have? 26. Yeah. But yeah, I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll just focus on, just kind of introductory stuff and some resource gathering here. I might go ahead and let's gather a little bit more stone. I really would like to find out where that cow is. It's driving me nuts. A cow... Oh, there's a zombie right there. Let's just go ahead and go. You know what? He's a zombie. Are we not fearless gamers? Let's test our metal on the undead. Whoa, man. Frame rate. I will definitely be working on getting that fixed. I don't like it. Probably more so than you don't like watching it. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's getting late. So let's just go ahead and head back over here. Man. I don't know why it all of a sudden started doing this. I've been recording with this software for weeks, and I have not had problems, but all of a sudden it's been doing this, so I've got to figure that out. Whew. Okay. Let's hop out here. Where would be a good spot to start a farm? If I'm going to build a house up on one of these hills, then it would be best to keep the farm nearby. This area would be very easy to landscape and build a house, and also a farm. But if you look down there, that's like perfect area for building something. So what I might do, let me grab this hoe. Can you hoe this material? I do not know. No, you can't. Okay. Worth a shot. So I might actually do a farm down here. There's stone just under that layer. Okay, cool. Now, here is a question. If I place, I think this works. Water does go up. So if I place these here and I go like that, does it saturate? Let's go ahead and find out. And meanwhile, I will place these so that I can do a wheat farm here. Let's see, how does it go? It's 5 by 5 with an open center. Ah, that's not where I wanted it. There we go. Yeah, okay, it is. Well, no, it's not. Because those should have had wheat in them. Well, let's see what happens. I might have to get a bucket and raise that up. Because that's what it looks like. It's not going to saturate this dirt up here. Or unless the water doesn't travel through this material into dirt. Well, let's go ahead and plant. I can always move the farm later. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, see, that stuff is starting to turn back into normal dirt. Well, okay, let's back up. I have an idea. I have a grand idea here. Let's, I can do that. Here, let's just beat the dirt with a sapling here. If I do this, okay, see now that dirt is saturating. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and put some seeds in there. I like the new sounds. I've never heard those new sounds. I've heard them from other people, but I've never heard them myself. So that's kind of neat. I know they changed a lot of sounds recently, along with textures. Okay, let's keep going. This seems to be working. Slowly but surely, it's working. Okay, let's just beat this with the seeds. Now the reason why I'm quickly doing this, because I think this material spreads to nearby dirt, so I don't want to do that and have to remine it. Okay, so let me pull this up. Whoop! Okay, my right finger twitched over my mouse, so that's what that was all about. Okay, let me try to get this. Probably should have crafted a shovel. That would have been helpful. Okay, let's get the hoe out. And I'm almost out of... Am I really almost out of seeds? Yeah, I am. Okay, well, that's fine. I will just make do with what I got. So this will give me an opportunity to make food and also feed cows. Okay, so that's all of that. I'll just leave those for now. I'll have to go... Oh, yeah, when you mine this stuff up, it turns into dirt. Cool, so I want to go get more dirt. Awesome. So, yeah, I'll start spreading this out to make this a little bit bigger. And then, so the house. You know, we could also build a house down here, but I would like to leave a dedicated area for farming. And then, you know, perhaps up on that hill could be a good spot for a house, or this hill. So again, I'm open to your suggestions, if you have any. If not, I think we'll make that decision in the next episode. But right now, let's gather some resources, and I'll come up with some ideas. And you know, that's another thing I could do with this series, is if I want to experiment with a build in creative mode, I will definitely be showing that. I will go into creative mode in an episode, and then I will do the build or whatever in creative mode. So I'll try to incorporate that as well. And let me know what you think of these episodes. Please leave me comments, feedback. I am very open and very accepting to constructive criticism. I can take it good or bad. Because that's the thing. I want to entertain you. I want to keep you, you know, if you like this, if you want to see something, you know, I'd like to try to fulfill that. All right, so I guess we just need to kind of pass some time here. I've got the crafting bench and the furnace. There's really nothing that I need to cook right now, so I don't have to worry about that. My hunger seems to be okay, but let's go ahead and I'll eat one apple to top it off. I guess I could use this time to kind of give you a little bit of information about me. I'm 36 years old. Graduated high school in the year 2000. So that was pretty cool to be able to say that I was of the graduating class of 2000. I took a year off from educational stuff, and I worked for a year, and then I went to college. I'm from the Oklahoma City area in the United States, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and I went to college in a small town west of Oklahoma City called Weatherford. They have a pretty good college there, Southwestern Oklahoma State University. All four, well, actually, I was in school for 5 years. My degree lasted 5 years. And all 5 of those years was spent there in Weatherford. I stayed on campus for 2 years, and then I rented an apartment that was on the outskirts of the campus for the remaining years. And then I started my IT career in a smaller town, even further west, called Burns Flat. I worked for a state government agency out there as the IT coordinator, or it's like a network administrator. So that's kind of my background. I was in the IT field for quite a while, and as hobbies, I like programming, and I also am a musician. I love music. It's just one of those outlets that I can't explain it, but I love music. So I play the drums. I've played the drums since 1996. I do believe is whenever I first started playing the drums with my own drum set. I took lessons from a guy who was a drummer in a local orchestra, the Oklahoma City Philharmonic, and I cut my teeth on heavy metal drumming. That was my inspiration, was Metallica, the band Metallica. I like their music, and I still do to this day. When I was in the 5th grade, I started listening to Metallica. And I've been an enjoyer of that music ever since. And I do play in a band, but it's not heavy metal. By far from heavy metal. It's actually a polka band. And an interesting thing about this polka band is it's been in my family for over 100 years. My great-great-great-grandfather was in the band, and as far as our records are concerned, he's the first one who had the band in the United States. It's possible that the band existed even further back in I guess what would have been, I don't know what the territory was called, but it was formerly Czechoslovakia, now the Czech Republic. That's where my family is from. We're Czech. And the band is a Czech polka band. We specialize in traditional Czech folk music. It's a lot of fun. And so I've been the drummer in that band. My dad is the current band director, and of course I will eventually take over to some capacity whenever he's ready to step down and let me have the band. But yeah, I've been the drummer in that band since... Well, that was my first gig in 1996, was that band. And through that band, it has taught me a lot about music. I have learned so much, and not only about drumming, because, the thing about drumming is keeping tempo. And when you're in a live band, you have to keep that tempo. Otherwise, the music is, it just doesn't work. And the musicians are all off, and you could tell when the band is not working together. And so it's really important for the drummer to keep that. And playing in that band for as long as I have has solidified within me the ability to keep a steady tempo. At first, I could keep a tempo, but being a noob, I wavered in my tempo. Let's gather some of this birch while I'm at it, while I'm blabbing here. But, wait a minute. Do I have an axe? I don't, it broke. Let me make a stone axe. But anyhow, this band has taught me so much about music, and now, and later on in life, I learned to play the guitar. Let's see, I need sticks. Let's make some sticks. I learned to play the guitar, and I've really enjoyed playing the guitar as well. And again, learning to play the guitar has increased my understanding of music quite a bit. And through that, and learning a little bit of music theory, by myself, I haven't taken any classes or anything. I kind of would like to, but it's just a matter of time. But yeah, I've learned a little bit of music theory, and I've actually been able to do some work on the music in the band for the other instruments, like repairing parts. Because some of our music is really old, and whenever I started taking over this aspect of the band, the music, a lot of the music was in really bad shape, and it needed some desperate help. Otherwise, we were going to lose our music. And if we lose our music, then it's hard to function as a band without music. And so I took it on myself to repair the music, and I have learned so much that I've been able to create harmonies that weren't there, or to create bass lines that weren't there, that the bass player, my dad, was playing either by memory or by ear. And so now I was able to write those parts, and we have official parts now. So that's been just a wonderful learning experience, and I like learning, and especially learning music. And I even make my own music. So yeah, music is just one of those hobbies that I really enjoy, and I have enjoyed for some time. And then along came Minecraft. And, I'll give credit where credit is due. There's a guy on YouTube. He doesn't do Minecraft anymore, but I still watch his channel. My son loves his channel. He does all kinds of video games, but his name is Zebra Gamer. I will credit him for me and my son liking Minecraft, because he did a Minecraft Let's Play series on the PS4, and my son found it on his tablet one day while he was just looking for something to watch on his tablet. And my son is 6 years old now, so I think he was 4 years old at that time, and he stumbled upon, he may have been 5, I can't remember. He stumbled upon Zebra Gamer. And at first I was like, yeah, I don't know about this, but Zebra Gamer, he's a family-friendly personality, and he's a positive personality. So immediately I was okay with my son watching him and watching his videos. And my son immediately fell in love with his PS4 Let's Play Minecraft series. And of course, as a parent, I don't just blindly let my son watch whatever he wants to watch. I always like to take part and at least watch some of it with him. That way, I can watch and kind of see what things are about, see what the person's about, because, there's some people that at first they're family friendly, and the next thing you know, they start cussing. And my son's too young to really need to be listening to that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, I was watching it. I was like, man, this guy's really likable. He's got a great voice. He's got a great personality. He's an entertainer. And so, I've watched his Minecraft series, or his series. Okay, I'll just come out and say it 6 times through. And there's 72 episodes. And my son, he loves watching it over and over again. So, it's just, I have to give credit where credit is due. I will credit Zebra Gamer for my introduction and enjoyment of this game of Minecraft. Whoa, frame rate again. So look up his channel, and if you like, he mainly plays like PlayStation and Nintendo Switch games. That's kind of, I guess I've had to generalize, but he does other games. Like he'll play like the 3DS, and he does a lot of console games, but he does a good job. He's very professional. He's family friendly, and I really enjoy watching his videos. Okay, so let's keep going. So I have a good source or a good stash of resources here, and I think I may have enough resources here to kind of get started on a house. It looks like the house is going to be made out of oak. I don't normally like to build with birch because it's sometimes too light of a wood for my liking. Although stripped birch, a new edition in the 1.13, not birch, is that what is this? Birch, yeah, I'm sorry. Birch. Stripped birch logs. They actually look good. Okay, just please pardon the frame rate. I apologize for that. But the spruce planks, I'm sorry, birch. The birch planks, I almost always use those for like torches, turning into sticks for torches and planks for making chests and things like that. I don't like the birch door. I don't like the birch planks for building. Like I said, because for me they're a little too light of a block. But I would like to try, because, I'm always up for trying something new, trying a different block. And it's always interesting to find a block that I normally don't work with and then finding a way to make it work. And again, that's another great thing about the game of Minecraft is you can do that. Okay. I think 33 is a good start. I have plenty of opportunities, and I to pick up some, and I've got some saplings. I'll pick up some more saplings because I could always come back and plant those, and they'll grow back. And this will kind of give me a good source for trees, and then, or I could take them back over to the Mushroom Island and create some tree farms. That would be kind of cool, because I'm definitely going to need wood. I will collect all of these sticks. Sticks are one of those seemingly insignificant resources that when you need them, you need them. Like making torches and making weapons and tools. You gotta have sticks for all that kind of stuff. I was hoping to check and see if there are any more apples laying around, because those have been a really good food source. Okay, that cow is okay. I'm sorry, but he's walking on some. Is there an invisible cow here? That's the thing. I know I keep coming back to this, but the sound is coming out of my left audio channel. And when I turn to my left, this is what I see. And now it's coming slightly to the right off center, which would lead me to believe he's right here. Now if I look up, it's coming out of the right. And it's loud, so he's got to be near. But at any rate, enough with this cow. Let's get back over here to this island, and let's go ahead and put these chests down and start and get some stuff out of inventory here. Okay, so I think I have enough that I think the next time we begin, because I'm starting to run out of time here, like I said, I want to keep these episodes to right at about an hour, if at all possible. And my introduction with creating the world, yep, that counts. Okay, let's get out of this boat, and hopefully next episode I will certainly work out this frame rate issue. I don't know why all of a sudden started doing this, but I'm going to get that fixed. Now that is not an invisible cow. He is clearly there. Okay, so we need to set up sheep. I need sheep for wool. It just dawned on me. It's because we need to sleep, because otherwise phantoms are going to start coming out, and I am ill-equipped to handle phantoms. I'll have to go underground to avoid those guys. Let's get a torch out here. And let's put that torch right there to light up that wheat. And let's go ahead and use this lit area as kind of like a little starter area. I'll put the crafting bench down. Right next to it, I'll put the furnace. And let's get the chest here. Now, do I want to make this a double chest or two singles? I think at this point a double chest will be just fine. There's no need to... I mean, organization is going to be, like, not priority at the moment. just as long as I can find what I need. And let's go ahead and throw some of these full stacks in there for now. And I can put that in there for now. The coal, let me get 8 pieces of coal. And let's go ahead and stock the furnace, so that's at the ready. Okay, because I'm going to have to go find some iron really soon. I'm going to want shears. I'm going to need to find sheep, but I want shears before I go find sheep. Okay. Let's put these apples down here for now. The sword at the ready. I think everything else is fine to stay where it is. I'll just keep that at the ready. And all right, here we go. So it looks like we're going to take over this island. It's big. I can make all kinds of stuff here. I've got plenty of... It's not going to take a lot to form this landscape to build on, and that's what I like. And we don't have to worry about monsters spawning here. That's another cool thing. I've never had to do that. So that's what's going to be unique for me about this settlement here is there won't be mobs. Now, that will be a problem on certain instances, like whenever I get the elytra, I'm going to need gunpowder. And since creepers aren't spawning over here, I'm going to need a source of gunpowder. Bones for bone meal, and arrows from skeletons. Those are all things that I would like to have access to, but are not going to be readily available on the surface. So I'm either going to have to rely on caves down below, or another cool thing is I can build a mob farm. And that's something else I like to do. I've built one in my in the Royal Legion SMP series that I've got on my channel. I built a mob farm. I mean, it was quite successful. And so I would like to maybe do that. So that gives me a good steady, and that will give you everything. String, that'll give you arrows, bones, rotten flesh, and gunpowder. And, you know, those are, again, seemingly insignificant items, but they come in handy when you really need them. But on that note, okay, so give me your suggestions on where to build the house. My initial reaction or thought is up here, or over there. So that's the thing we're going to iron out between this episode and the next episode is where are we going to place the house. And we're going to expand this farm, and we're going to get some cows rounded up. We're going to get this place started because I need food, I need clothing, and I need shelter. The 3 basics. And so on that note, I'm going to wrap up this episode because I am right at about an hour of recording here. Thank you very much for watching. This is the first episode of this series. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. If you hung with me for this whole episode, thank you. And if you participated in the chat, I absolutely thank you for that. And if you are a here we go. I'm not cutting that out. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. Tell your friends. And I greatly value and appreciate every single one of those subscriptions. And like this video so that more and more people know that other people like it. And then that'll encourage them to check it out. And so the more people we get watching these, the better it'll be. We can chat together, talk about what's going on. And it'll be just a wonderful, fun time. That sounded so corny. But yeah, okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and wrap up this episode. And have yourself a wonderful day. Goodbye.